Big up the Mendem. Welcome to Pitch Picks. Today we have a loaded episode, a Champions League recap, Liverpool bottling the game against Everton. But before we get into all of that, I want to let you guys know the voicemail line is back open. We're going to do some of them today. The phone number is 312-612-9721. Maresh, you'll pop that up when you go back, right?
What?
The phone number for the voicemails?
Yeah, I'll put it in.
Or we'll put it in the description below. But today's also a very special day because it's Rudy's birthday. Happy birthday, you old geezer.
Yep.
What's life like after 30?
The same, but a little bit worse. It's like a flat soda. Still good,
Yeah.
but
Not great.
Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking, on Ricky?
25.
Oh, you don't mind answering on Ricky. Damn, bro, I wish.
But you give me hope. You still act young. Look
Yeah,
young.
I tried
Bro,
to.
why are you giving him a tough time about being the geezer? We got one sitting next to you.
But it's not his birthday. When his birthday comes, I'll make fun of him for being 40.
The sad realization is that 1 year my age and you like 25 versus now, there's no difference other than the increase of existential dread. Like you don't act any different. Like you don't.
That kind of fires me up.
Yep.
You don't feel any different.
Yep.
Now I will say this: turning 30 is actually not bad. Turning 29 is rough. Because you deal with all of it.
Really?
Yes.
And then once you
You're
turn
scared
30,
of-
it's like the battle's over. You're like, all right, I'm 30. What am I going to do? Not be 30?
It was anticlimactic for me because I was like, I just did it. I made this a big thing in my head all year. And now I'm here. And then you get like probably the last showering of gifts you'll get of like big gifts until you're like 40.
Yeah.
It's like birthdays don't matter anymore.
29
You don't want them.
I mean, my birthdays aren't like a big thing. I don't look for big presents. But now, every time I have a birthday, I'm like, damn, I'm one step closer to 30, and it freaks me out.
I wonder if this has happened to you guys too. Like it took me a second to remember what I was turning this year, but when I turned 28, I fully thought I was turning 27, and I totally forgot.
Yeah, that's me now.
I mean, to be fair, Rudy, you are the most Gen Z 32-year-old I know.
Another word for immature. Thank you.
When I first heard you were in your 30s, I almost shit myself.
Not
Yeah.
immature. That like I would say you're mature. Your interests is what guides me to think you were a lot younger.
Stay tapped into the culture. Yeah, people are always shocked by my age.
So when you're
also
30, you don't
look
have to be
old,
like
an age old.
Yeah, I don't age. Yeah,
The hairline was the
hairline's
the giving
depressing.
away
But we-
one feature, but you're on the rebuild.
we patched that. We rebuilt.
Yeah, his hairline's great. You can only see it
sorry,
from aerial view.
the hairline was good. The drone strike.
The backyard.
Yeah,
the
but
back-
you're
backyard.
You good now?
The backyard.
The backyard needed some landscaping. We got it done. But
See,
yeah,
I would
watch
think
out for
that's your.
29.
I would think that was ass hair when you say the backyard.
That's the basement, baby. That's the cellar.
That's the backdoor basement.
It's pretty annoying that, like, as guys, now that I think about it, like, you lose your head hair, but your ass hair just is thriving.
Bro, I'm getting hair on my fucking back.
Oh, dude.
It's like the worst thing ever.
You better learn how to fucking do waxing, brother.
You know what's funny? I think I had Annika shave my back once. Next week we broke up.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys are supposed to laugh
Now-
at that. I
you
thought
gotta
that was
wait
a
a
joke.
year before you ask
now,
that, dude.
Now it's all making sense.
Yeah, I would never ask a woman to do that until we like lived together.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, let's get into what actually matters. Everton draws Liverpool in the 98th minute. Those Scousers thought they had it. All the Liverpool fans out there that are always in the comments, you never talk about Liverpool, this, that. Well, today is the fucking day. Thank you for bottling that game, Za. I thought you were going to come in here a little more fired up, a little more guns blazing, but I feel like you're nerfed right now. Why is that?
I mean, it's Arsenal is what dictates my mood. I'm an
I shouldn't
Arsenal
have
fan,
asked.
Do we have a
unfortunately.
timer up?
But
I was
Put the Arsenal timer up.
How long it took for Za to mention Arsenal on this show?
Yeah.
When asked a question about Liverpool, he went.
he asked
straight
me.
to Arsenal.
Yes,
I did ask him why he's nerfed.
Shut up. He asked me about my mood.
I
He
did
didn't
ask.
me about Liverpool.
That's a bad host question.
Hey,
that's on me.
Big up, big
I flipped for no reason. Sorry, Marish.
big ups
that
to
was
Za
weird.
for wearing his gender on his shirt today. I was
very weird.
unsure. Thank you.
Big time.
Man official.
Big time. They were sponsors. They used to be Troops TV sponsors.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Ooh.
Big up troops.
But yeah, no, I mean, I fired up wise. It's if I had players in my front line, then I'd be fired up and talking shit. But unfortunately, what's going on with me doesn't fire me up. But talking about the Liverpool game, it was a phenomenal game, honestly.
Outstanding game.
Really one of the top games this season. Of course, it's a good way to say goodbye to Goodison Park. They came out hot. Beto Beto scored, and then fucking Salah, and then all that. It was end to end. The end. I thought Everton played pretty well.
They played a phenomenal game.
Yeah, I thought they played very, very well. I thought they could be very, as an unbiased, as a neutral party in that game. I thought they'd go home very hard done. I mean, Connor Bradley should have been sent off. I don't know how he didn't get a second yellow in that game. But apart from that, I thought Michael Oliver was excellent. Refereed the game very, very well. Coming from
fair and objective,
objective, neutral. I thought he refereed the game pretty well. Apart from the Connor Bradley thing, I'll probably give him like an 8.5.
You gotta kind of feel bad for the Scousers.
8.5.
You feel bad for the Scousers?
Nah, fuck them. Feel bad about what? They were delaying.
I was setting myself up.
Extra time is added when you delay.
I will say
the game.
I will say this with my fair and objective hat. Yes, the two Everton players coming together, that was a little sus at 94 minutes, and then them adding 5 for that was a little crazy. But on the flip side,
I had my stopwatch out. He was right.
On the flip side, you were right about Connor Bradley.
Yeah, he should have been off
when he went into that player in the corner.
Should have been sent off.
That was not very great. Additionally, Diaz back turn to goal, fucking body slams 2 guys and 2 opportunities.
Twice.
Yes.
Not shown a card, and you see David Moyes show 2 fingers. He's done this twice now. When are we going to get a call? But I mean, half the field was on a yellow card. I mean, the refereeing was spotty, but
apart from
it's tough to feel bad for Liverpool.
Those
they had the same thing happen to them against Newcastle, where they scored like in the 99th minute, like 2 seasons ago, and that Anfield Watch guy was doing the cry more, and now look who's crying the loudest.
I will say in the Scousers' defense, though, did you see Arnie Slot get a red card at the end of the game for shaking Michael Oliver's hand?
Yeah, I think
Pep did the same thing and got no card.
I don't think it was the handshake.
It wasn't the handshake.
It's whatever
what he
came out of his mouth.
Abusive language is what he got the red card for, not the handshake. Abusive language.
I mean, Decore, though, what a legend.
Absolute legend.
Going straight over to the away end and just giving him a proper shithouse.
Did you see Pickford's slide?
Oh, Pickford is like the OG king of shithouse. So I love that too.
Sorry, I've got a headline. Let me find it.
The slide was incredible.
Dude, he slid at least 15 yards across the pitch.
It looked like he had NOS.
I'm surprised they haven't did the meme where they have him floating into outer space.
I think he's still sliding.
I mean, if that video could still be made.
While Zaz looking up the headline, let me know if you agree with this, but watching Everton and Liverpool is the most aesthetically pleasing game to watch with your eyes. Like the red and blue.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm a fucking alpha and those are my 2 favorite colors.
Okay.
But
brother,
I just thought like the blue jerseys versus the red jerseys was just so aesthetic.
Yeah, it's classic.
You would love Compton.
Yeah.
Oh.
You would.
What do you got?
So Slot gets sent off. The headline for the Daily Telegraph, for the Telegraph Football, was "So much for Arne Slot, the king of Zen, who finally lost cool in Goodison Cauldron." Last year, Arteta gets sent off. The headline for the Telegraph: "Unhinged, Mikel Arteta is compromising Arsenal's title challenge with emotional outburst." I just wanted to share that with the world.
Before you said that, I looked at Maresh, pointed at my watch. I go, Arsenal.
What do you expect? I'm
Dialed that up.
Fan. My job is to defend the badge.
I know, but we're on Liverpool.
He's running the
It
Arsenal.
doesn't matter. My job is to defend the badge. I
Hey,
bleed Arsenal. I don't
maybe.
care about Liverpool. I defend the badge.
I want to hear from Rudy, though, about the Everton-Liverpool game. You could start with whether or not you thought Michael Oliver called a good game, fair and objectively, or just your take on the game itself.
I would say that I couldn't see the game live, but I watched the highlights, watched a bunch of the clips, tried to get watching the highlights is one thing, you don't get the full feel, and then watching the clips, they're always going to be skewed one way. Like I saw a highlight package of Michael Oliver where it looked like he called a terrible game for Liverpool, but I knew that wasn't. There's shades of truth and all that. And the thing to be fair, I think in that game, there's definitely going to be mistakes, but it's that game is so charged up history-wise, what it means.
Last game there,
everything. So, it's going to be a dogfight, it's prison rules. So, it's tricky. And, but it was cool, man. I thought it was awesome. It was old. It felt like an old-school classic where it was had, all the drama, goals, fights and shit like that. I got to give credit to Decore on a separate matter with the tying goal. He definitely pushed off Konate, but he did it in a way that shows like true gamemanship. Where like when you watch the replay, you're like, oh, you can't give that because it looked real. He hit it so well. Like he kind of like looked like he was falling and then gave him like an elbow, but he definitely pushed him. But I think that's clean. Like it's a physical sport.
He also
right?
Konate also jumped.
Yeah, so like it's one of those things where like if they give it, it's ridiculous, but he hit it very well. It's kind of like MJ's push off. You know what I mean? Like, is that a foul? Is it not? Whatever.
Yeah.
And bucket still at the end of the day. So I thought it was a really cool game. And
I mean, it was gonna.
You're in the conversation. You're kind of on the front door. Maybe you're kind of there. You're in the area code. Are you not? I don't know. Probably
It's
not.
close.
Maybe.
I don't think we're going to do shit with it. But as an American who loves college football and seeing fans storm the field, seeing those Everton fans storm that field for a draw was fucking unbelievable to watch.
Well, yeah.
I've never seen soccer fans storm the field live.
Yeah, I think
It's
our
context.
guy. Yeah, I
There-
think our
there's
guy
context.
Ellie Menjem, who we had on and we interviewed on the show, he summed it up. He had a great tweet. The timing, the goal, the history, the significance. The last
not a
derby at that stadium. The fact that a center back scored that 3 minutes after extra time finished. For this Everton side to do that against that Liverpool side, one of the great moments in the history of British football. Then you got a bunch of people replying to him like saying "fuck off."
What a beautiful tweet.
No,
that was a
it's-
tweet?
Yeah, and then he
there's
had
context too.
Yeah, then he replied to that, and he said, a lot of people exposing themselves in their lack of understanding of what the game is actually about with their reaction to this take. Maybe this will help. The first ever Merseyside derby was in this ground in 1894, 131 years later, after tens of thousands of minutes of derby football in the ground. In the final ever seconds, a center back for the far inferior side for a proud, historic, iconic club cursed by years of rotten luck and rotten management scores that kind of goal to forever ensure that the last ever fixture that means more than any other doesn't go to their hugely informed, successful ultimate rival that they've had to live in the shadow of for decades. If you can't understand why that makes it such a big deal, why for some clubs in this age of modern football and the impossibility for clubs, even as the well-supported as Everton, to compete with the powerhouses anymore, why that is as special as any trophy or moment the game has seen, the problem is you, not hyperbole.
I would have just responded with either good luck or I feel bad for you, brother. What's that mean?
I read that and I was like,
That's a long tweet. It was beautiful.
That was poetic. But
That was
it
poetic.
summed it up.
Yeah.
The context is there. I mean, that's one of the I hate to say it, that's one of the primo fixtures in the Premier League, automatically making it one of the primo fixtures in the game kind of deal.
And that draw leaves it at
those grounds are half a mile away from each other. It's if you go out there in Liverpool, man, they're crazy about their football.
But with that draw, the fixture at Goodison Park ends 41 wins for Everton, 38 draws between the two, and 41 wins for Liverpool.
Damn.
Perfectly balanced.
Whoa.
You got to love that.
Shout out Thanos.
That wasn't the only exciting finish of the week, though. Yeah. Manchester City, they did it again. What is this, the 10th game that you were leading?
Definitely in double digits.
That you blew? I think last time you came on saying it was 9 or something crazy. Up 2-1 with 10 minutes left, and you shit down your leg again.
Consistent in the wrong direction.
Is any consistency good consistency?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you could like consistently be pooping your pants.
That would not be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Similar to this. I did come across like a crazy stat. So like it says City's 9 collapses. Collapses is so mean.
But fair.
But fair. At the rate they come, the flurries. So Madrid, 2 minutes and 2 and 6 minutes. Arsenal, 2 and 6 minutes. PSG, 2 and 4 minutes, 2 and 10 minutes, 2 and 2 minutes, 3 and 15 minutes, 2 and 7 minutes, 2 and 5 minutes, and 2 and 3 minutes.
Jesus.
Quick loads.
It when it rains, it is a hurricane. It is a torrential downpour. Noah's Ark, get the animals, biblical flood, fucked up. But having said all that, that hurt, but I liked the way we looked. I was
gonna say I felt like you guys were the better team for 80 minutes.
We in the beginning of the game we had good control. They had we had more control. They had better chances. I liked the way we looked. We looked confident. I liked the lineup. It was John Stones looked so comfortable, and it was so nice having him as the holding.
Did you like Marmouche off the bench?
I mean, yeah,
I think they should put him in a little earlier.
maybe.
His legs he just seems like the freshest player every time.
I mean, he
steps on the
zips
pitch.
around the field. He zips around the field. I was not really even focused on Marmouche. I was really worried about Rico Lewis. I was really worried about Kovacic. I was really worried about Gundo.
Kovacic gives them that first goal.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's Real Madrid. I can't. It doesn't. The one that really stung was Porto and like PSG. Like that's just like to me like a game you really let go. This one we did let go, but it's Real Madrid. It sucks.
You mean Lisbon.
Excuse me. Yeah, and so and I came into it. I know what we are now, so it stings a little bit less. But we looked pretty good, and yeah, we just fell apart. And I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. The initial reaction is that everyone was dogging Ederson, and I was like, kind of like, what? Like, I mean, yeah, he's not the best shot stopper. And then I went back and looked again because I was like, am I taking crazy pills? Like Jamie Carragher was going in on Ederson, and I was, I mean,
what could you do with that Mbappe goal though? That was like lucky.
But the Brahim Diaz goal, looking back on it, was really weird. He turns the ball over, and to me, it's sort of like a positive. It's sort of like, what do you want to like? He's so good at playing the ball, and he misplayed it, turned it over, but like he's gonna miss a couple of those, and then like it goes off his chest, and he does this weird thing with his chest. He puts it back in play. I think it was just somewhat unlucky, and it's a bad play, and it's a bad look. But like they had other chances. He had a great block against Mbappe, and so I view him still as too valuable, and there's other bigger issues, but everyone was dogging on Ederson, and I'm very partial to him. I just really like him. So I don't know. I mean, Grealish, that assist was incredible.
Great.
I was really happy to see that. I was really sad when he had to come off for an injury. That was a real big bummer. And, Akanji looked good, and then he got hurt too. So it's just sort of this cycle where like guys get healthy, they come back, they look good, and then they're gone again. And so it really is just sort of the dying empire right now. Like it's clear that we got to completely retool this team that got us all these championships and everything is just finally, the iOS needs to update.
Yeah,
we got to update the iOS. We got to get a new software put in. It's just time now. It's like computers, man. You got to stay.
You got to get the
current.
new one every 2 years.
You got to get current with it. And so, but overall, even though we kind of blew it.
You did blow it.
I feel like I'm actually like I was pleased with the way we looked, to be honest.
I thought it was poetic. I thought it was beautiful. You guys roll out the tifo trolling Vinny.
Stop wild move.
Stop crying your little heart out and then with Rodri with the Ballon d'Or, and then he's the one to set up the goal that Jude puts in. Poetic.
Yeah, I agree.
Beautiful.
I have two minds about it. The non-City fan, yikes, cringe. Why are we even doing this? Then the other side of me is like, this is pure entertainment. Like you got to throw jabs.
I love the banter, but it's kind of like chirping Tom Brady before the game. Why are you gonna do that?
It's big bulletin board material.
I mean, yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Za and I were watching it, and Za after the game goes, "They're gonna do it." Right? This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna win the Champions League. The most injuries they've ever had.
Oh yeah.
Especially to their back line. Like they're playing
Chouameni and Asensao as center backs.
Yeah. And they squeak out a W with only one goal from open play conceded. Like this is the history of Real Madrid. They show up in this competition when they have to. They looked awful in this new format in the first round, and now they're going to show you why they're Real Madrid and why it says 13 or 14 on the side of their arm.
I think it says 15.
15? Yeah.
Three of their back four were central midfielders and Fernand Mendy.
Yeah.
Insane.
And now they're gonna get Rudiger has already confirmed to be back in the second leg.
Really?
So it's gonna get harder. And it's at the Bernabeu.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the second leg, are you guys done? Like Champions League over in your head?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
In my mind, yeah. I mean, like, there's a chance. I'm hoping we can do something, but I'm a realist. Like, this team, I said it even before we kicked off. Like, going into the Bernabeu for the second leg is already going to be tough. The team's issues are clearly unfixable in this current season, and we can improve and get better. But in general, no, this team isn't going to be able to do that. And now that I'm saying it, I am definitely trying to reverse jinx, and it'll go the opposite way, and we'll somehow get through and then probably lose in even more dramatic fashion. I'd rather go out honorable against Real Madrid than
Fair.
go out sad against
I like that.
a lesser opponent.
Yeah, it's kind of like making the wild card and losing to the 1 seed.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
like,
hold your
okay.
head, you can hold your head higher. You can really hold your head higher. But what do you guys think?
Well, I thought that Man City was going to win the game when I woke up because we recorded Monday, and we all said we were taking Real Madrid, and then the line completely flipped
Still don't
to
understand.
Man City minus 105.
Still understand.
And I bet lines, but now that's out the window. When it comes to soccer, I'm just betting form because I watched Real Madrid play Atletico Madrid, and I said this team is going to smoke City on Tuesday. And then next thing you know, I switched my pick because I saw the line flipped, and then boom, that was it. But like I said, I thought City was the better team for 80 minutes. And then the last 10 minutes happened. You guys did what you've done all year, shit down your leg. And it is what it is.
Mbappe missed like 1 or 2 that he should have buried. I think.
Yeah, but the football gods also blessed him with that 1 goal he scored.
Yeah, he mishit
shit.
he mishit that, but if he hit that normally, it's going in.
Am I crazy for not noticing Phil Foden on the pitch? Because
He
I know
got
he came
subbed
in
in.
for Grealish, but
Yeah.
I'm saying after that.
I mean, that's the
Was it kinda
unfortunate.
quiet?
It's the unfortunate reality of Phil Foden is that he has immense talent, immense skill, but then if he's not, if it doesn't set up right, it's hard to notice him. It's just how it is.
I kind of want to go back to something you said earlier about Ederson. You
Mhm.
said he's a very good
But he's
distributor.
the best.
Okay. So my question, I want you guys to teach me, or the people in the comments to teach me, if I am, say, Mikel Arteta, head coach of whatever club, doesn't matter. Why do you want a goalie that distributes the ball well? Like, I'd rather my goalie just be a fucking wall, block everything, roll it to your center back, and let him cook.
I mean, in the early 2000s and 90s,
Yes.
that's how they played.
I'll give you the real reason. So you have a numerical advantage in the build-up if your goalie can play the ball. Secondly, they changed a rule where when you did a kickoff, or not a kickoff, a goal kick, you couldn't pass it to the center backs. You used to not be able to do that. So the player,
Really?
you couldn't do that. So you had to just launch the ball or hit. You couldn't go directly to the center backs. Now you can play directly to center backs. So that's why so many teams will stretch their 2 center backs wide, and then you have a numerical advantage going up. So they just pass the ball sideways and build up slowly. So that changed everything in terms of like you got to be able to distribute. And it gives you a numerical advantage. So that's why so many teams want to use the sweeper keeper.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, 'cause United used to have David De Gea. The big criticism of him was he couldn't do this. He couldn't be a distributor. But now we just need someone to clog the hole.
You got the ultimate one.
And I mean, and Onana is no better than De Gea in distributing, in my opinion.
But at least he actually wants to play. De Gea doesn't want to play. De Gea would stay in his gate.
Yeah.
Onana at least wants to play.
Well, City was the only one that took a big loss this week. Arsenal losing Kai Havertz for the year.
Huge loss. Oh my
Massive.
God. What will you do with
I mean, look, I know he hasn't been great, but Maresh, look at the front 3 we have. We don't even have a backup. We have to go the rest of the year with no backup at our striker position. None.
I blame your manager.
Keon Edwards. Yeah, no, the Havertz thing, it's you get the hope from the Liverpool game, and then the Havertz confirmation comes in from the club. Of course, I don't believe anyone that is not from the club. I wasn't going to believe the Athletic. I saw the thing from the club, and it's a bummer. You get a little bit of hope, and you get that. He's Havertz again. He splits opinion. We want him to be what he's not, but you know what he is. He's decent. He's better. Him playing is better than not the situation that we're in. So
we have
granted Maresh is saying. It's like we need him. We just
no
don't have anyone.
Saka, no Havertz, no Martinelli.
No, I'm very aware, Nicky Smokes. I
It's
know. Exactly.
curtains.
This guy is doing that. I know.
I know you know. I'm painting the picture.
It's trust me. I'm losing. I've been losing
Jesus
sleep over this.
out. We got Raheem Sterling.
You're reminding me of stuff
Trossard.
that I've been losing sleep over the last 3 weeks.
Be in this position.
Who's gonna play the right wing? Ethan?
Yes, Ethan. The front 3 will be Ethan, Trossard, and Sterling.
If they win the
that's it.
league, I'll be right saying that
that's
Miles and Ethan are the most important players on the club right now. When you told me I was crazy, they are.
No, they're not.
I don't care. Okay, I'll
right.
stand on my opinion. They're the most important players on the team right now.
right.
At the current state of Arsenal, they are 100% the most important players.
All right. Well, with this current squad, will you stay undefeated through the last 14?
No,
What?
Was there 14 games left?
correct.
Will you stay undefeated?
Game by game. We start with Leicester. Saka and them hopefully are back by the end of March. We've got that international break that breaks up March too, so that helps in getting Saka and them back. But until March, we just have to we have to hold on. I looked at our fixtures. I believe we have Leicester, we have Forest, we have United, we have Chelsea.
Yes, your next 4 are West Ham home, Forest away, United away, Chelsea home, Fulham home.
Yeah. So
That's
if we
Doable.
can make it to Fulham, but it's a game by game mentality, who knows?
All right, so let me ask you this: current state right now, can they win the league?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I just wanna see where your
Liverpool,
head's
if
at.
Liverpool, I'm still expecting that. My expectations haven't changed. My expectations are still the league. Again, as I mentioned, though that front three, do I think that front three of Trossard, Sterling, and Nwaneri in theory, because the practical will happen when they play, in theory, do I think they should win us against Leicester? Absolutely. So, yeah, we go game by game with that three. They should be able to win that Leicester game. We'll see whether that happens or not. And I'm guessing we can even plug. I mean, I saw the things that were depressing me. People were saying that there was a leak that Marino has played center forward before. Calafiori has played center forward before.
Calafiori was a striker when he was
I am
10.
not hearing that bullshit. I am not hearing that bullshit of having Marino as a striker or Calafiori as a striker. We're a serious football club here. It's fucking either Trossard or Nathan. That's why this guy is telling me. He's telling me this brother. I've been fucking losing sleep over Arsenal these last 3 days.
I was just trying to paint a picture for listeners.
Nathan Butler-Odedeji, he was meant to be out the door, but now because of the injuries, Butler-Odedeji has to stay. I mean, he's my guy, but we'll see how that goes. It's fucking depressing.
Let's get into the match week preview. I picked 4 games to cover, and then we'll go into some voicemails, and then I got trivia for you guys after that. All right, first game we got Brighton at home against Chelsea. This is tomorrow. Brighton is plus 190. Chelsea is plus 130. Rudy, who do you think is going to win?
Give me the line again. I'm just pulling up DK.
Brighton plus 190, Chelsea plus 130. So Brighton's a home underdog.
Man.
Why?
I mean,
Nicholas Jackson's out too.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Why? That's crazy. I'm going Brighton.
Brighton.
That's the case.
I mean, Brighton.
Wait, who's there?
Now I'm back in Premier League
I don't know
mode.
who's fit.
I got to move away from Champions League,
League,
Real Madrid.
These other teams.
I think with the little, I mean, Chelsea's had a little bit of a time. I guess Brighton has too. I don't know. I Brighton I can't get on the right side of this year, so I'm gonna default to Chelsea on this one. I feel like they're gonna course correct a little here.
Okay, Za.
Brighton might have more injuries than us. That's probably why they're thingy.
No, they've got $95 million man, Kaoru
Mitoma. Magoda.
95.
They were apparently offered 95.
That's
Damn, 95. That's
that
so
has
crazy.
to be fake.
No, I think it's true.
Maresh, logically, let's talk logically here. You get offered $95 million for Mitoma, and you say no.
That's why I said they're the biggest dopes in the league.
That's why I say it's got to be fake. There is no brother. Smokes. Who do I even compare Mitoma to? You've seen Mitoma, right?
Trossard.
I've seen Mitoma. I know who he is.
95 is crazy.
Crazy, yeah. I thought you were trying to make like an NFL analogy.
No, you take that and run.
I just realized the last game they played was against each other.
Who won?
Yeah.
Brighton.
In the cup, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
For that reason, I'm going to go with Chelsea plus 130.
Yeah, I agree because like twice in a row.
No,
Brighton
draw.
I'm going to go draw with Za. I don't think that Chelsea have it. They're regressing.
Yeah.
We've been saying it week over week. Apparently, the rumors are starting to swirl out of Chelsea camps that they are unimpressed with Jadon Sancho, and they are going to look to swiftly move off him this upcoming window when they have to buy him. They're going to buy and
love that.
So.
No, he's reaching.
You can hear that. You can hear the happiness in his
voice. He's reaching for straws. He's clutching.
1 point for the Maresh is right.
He's a sad case. Reaching.
Not reaching. I'm reading that on the internet where I get my news.
Sad case.
All right, next game we got Fulham at home against Forest. Fulham is a home favorite, plus 120. Forest road underdog, plus 235. I got a text from Chief. He's obviously not with us today. He said, I love Forest this week in all caps.
Shocker. Surprise,
and he also
surprise.
loved Forest against Exeter. Is that the fucking team they played?
Exeter.
Exeter. Close. Honestly, that's good for Smokes. I was on fire.
Exeter, you were completely off.
Well, I was thinking Everton and Exeter.
Exeter is like an establishment that exists in this country.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
a college.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? I've never heard of Exeter College. Yeah, I'm going to Exeter for college.
it's a
No, I've
university.
never heard of that. Ever.
It's like a college prep in New Hampshire as well.
Yeah.
Powerhouse.
All right, so Chiefs going Forest from a distance. What do you got, Rudy?
Weirdly, them going to PKs against Exeter,
Kind of fires you up.
it fired me up in the way that, actually the opposite. I was like, oh no, they're behaving like a big club, because typically that's what happens. The big club, like the good teams, struggle in those games against the nobodies. It's sort of like,
Yeah, you guys almost
Brother,
wait a minute.
they were down to 10 men for like 35 minutes.
Nottingham.
No, Exeter.
I know, but that's what I was like. This is actually what like good clubs do, is kind of fumble and.
I was gonna say, watching the FA Cup, it's so hard to bet on it because the teams you're like, oh, City should smoke them by 6, and then you check the score 1-0.
Yeah.
90th minute walk-off goal.
Having said all that, I still like Nottingham. I like him in this. Fulham, much respect,
Quality side.
but Nottingham is just the steady old bowl.
I agree.
So
Za.
Fulham.
Ooh.
Fulham at home is tough.
Yeah,
is very
Fulham at
tough.
home
Only
is
only
very
big
tough.
teams win there.
Alex Iwobi, baller.
Agent Iwobi, baby.
I'm gonna go with the draw in this game. Marash?
I like Fulham. I think Forest are going to be a little bit more tired. Fulham also played this week, they played in the FA Cup. So
Can Forrest fall out the top 4? He's not here, so I can speak freely. Can they fall out of the top 4? That's
be
now what
awesome.
we're looking. That's now
awesome.
what we're looking at. Can they? God damn it!
They're good, bro.
They're locked in. They're locked in.
Yeah, I know. Brother, I've done that. I've done that. I'm like, let's run the simulation again. Like, run the numbers again, and I do it. And I'm like,
Newcastle will be knocking.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle's actually playing City this week. That was the next game up. City, actually a home favorite, -110. Newcastle, road underdog, +255. I'll start with the baby blue boy himself, Rudy.
Can we stop making us favorites?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
I mean, once you said MC 130 and they lost, I knew the season was over.
Yeah, for real. That was the Alamo.
Real.
That was the Alamo, and we didn't make it, baby.
Nope.
This run of fixtures, and then I'll talk about Newcastle. I mean, this run is just not fucking chill, man. We got Newcastle, Madrid, Liverpool,
We're going to need them, Za.
and then
That alone is disgusting.
and then Tottenham's terrible right now, but
They're like the
always-
ugly twin sister of you.
But they
Sure.
they are the Achilles heel.
What season
for
was
us.
it that there was a season they stopped you?
Tottenham. Every year, they typically
They
take
broke
one. They
one of
take
your
one.
records.
They
They
take
stopped you
one
on a
off of them.
record.
Yeah, they always get us. Like, they just always get us. And then we have Plymouth in the FA Cup, and then Forest. So it's like, yikes. So, like, take away that Plymouth one.
I think Plymouth will beat you.
Probably.
I think that's the one you'll lose.
Probably. Anyways, Newcastle, City. I mean, Newcastle.
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, you're
maybe,
cooked.
like,
It's not
what-
the one you'll lose. You might lose 3 in these.
I just don't know. I mean, like, do I sound crazy?
No, you just sound like you're lost.
I'm lost and I'm defeated.
Yeah,
You know what I
as
mean?
you
It's
should
like,
be.
And it's like, you know what? Like, we gotta. I care more about the top 4 right now than I do the Champions League, because it just is what it is. But
No
like,
shit, you just choked away a game to Real Madrid at home, but yeah.
I mean, it's Real Madrid. You don't even know what it's like.
You're Man City. Make a pick.
I mean, I'm gonna pick Man City. But
Okay.
like, you know,
There he
knows,
is.
Everyone knows.
MC 110. Lock it in.
Everyone knows that like Newcastle could get cratered.
Yeah, probably will. Za,
Where is it?
City.
Empty Hard. The Oil Derby.
Oil Derby.
It's at
one.
it's at the Etihad. Akanji out for the season. Diaz is around, right?
Diaz is good.
Diaz is
I don't know
around.
if Akanji's out. Is he?
Yeah, he's done for the season.
Where's Oscar Bob?
He's done for the season.
That's
How
Stones.
bad
Same
did
question.
he break his leg? Was it a?
I'm
what
gonna
is it-
go-
Did he step on an IED?
What a parting gift from Kyle Walker.
Don't even bring it up.
He
He looked
people are
so good in preseason. That's
People are
what.
saying-
That was when it went south. Remember
People
how
are-
positive I was this?
Yeah. Remember you hyped him up, and then
'Cause
he
he
broke
looked-
his leg that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, same day. Oh my
People
God.
are saying City's defense for this entire run since whenever Pep landed hinged on Kyle's recovery pace.
Yeah.
That's what people are saying. That's not me. That's what the internet's saying.
What do you like in the game, Za?
Draw if it's at City.
All right, I'm taking the over 3.5 goals. If I had to pick a side to win, I'd go Newcastle. Maresh.
4-0 to the Magpies, baby.
Last game, Toilet Bowl.
I think they're going to put 4 upon your head.
4?
Damn.
You're being mean.
Isak.
Or is he being fair and objective?
Isak has been red hot.
Yeah.
Red hot.
Whatever.
You just got nuked 5-1 at the Emirates.
Your best defender is done out here for the season.
Kusanov having a stop
Oh
off.
my God, he can't. Actually, let me stop.
The Swede.
Let me stop. I was about to get myself canceled,
Rudy is
Bro.
dead inside.
Bro,
No, he's actually firing me up now.
bro.
this could get scary.
Maresh.
Gimaresh and Joe Linton in the middle of the park bossing up Kova. Come on. They got tanks in the middle of the field. You got like
Vito Ruiz.
level 1 infantry.
No, we have like Vita. We have like Beatles.
Right. Joel Linton is going to be marked by Vito Ruiz and what's his name? Kusanov.
Yeah.
Dude.
Mateus Nunes is going to have to deal with the wingers.
We got
Anthony Gordon. Sorry, I said the wingers. Anthony Gordon's going to be carving them up.
We got Toyota Camrys.
What's his name?
midfield.
Jacob Murphy.
Jacob Murphy with his big ass mouth.
Yeah.
Big ass,
Fuck you
man.
guys.
4-0 to the
Wagwan General
Magpies.
Stones is back, and he looks nice.
Touch and go with all your players. They have a good game, then they look dreadful.
Stones is going to be shown how to play football by Bruno Guimaraes.
Nah, dude, holding midfielder. He looked nice. We're fine.
Guimaraes is going to teach.
That thank you. You know what? I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you for that.
4-0
Because that
correct
got me.
score.
I was rolling over and showing my belly, and you just fired me up with that insult.
That's
Even
not an insult.
even though everything you said, it's true.
I was like, I'm not saying anything that other people aren't thinking.
All right, next game we got is the Toilet Bowl matchup of the week. Tottenham at home against Manchester United. Tottenham slight favorite, plus 145. Manchester United slight underdog, plus 165. Maresh.
Yeah, come on, you Reds. Come on, you Reds.
Is that a question?
Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on,
It's
you
like, come
Reds.
on. Like,
Nah,
you guys
I
got
thi-
it this week?
I think we've got it. Got it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Ruben Amorim's had 9 days to train with Manchester United.
Ooh.
The longest period since he's been our manager. So if they don't come out and show me something, we got questions to ask. If they come out flat like they did before, we got questions to ask. We got 100 million worth of strikers. Score some goals. We got Anthony out and Real Betis because we prefer Garnacho and we prefer Ahmad. Do something for me. This is where we see it. We've had nothing but time. Let's see what we can do.
If you lose, what next?
If we
Hammer him out.
No, if we lose, it's back to the original agenda. It needs time and money.
Okay.
What do you think's going to happen, Za?
It's at
No, it's at the Bernabeu.
It's at the
Bernabeu.
It's at Spurs Stadium. I mean, these are two terrible teams. These are two
That's why I
terrible.
called it the Toilet Bowl matchup of the week.
I don't even know who Spurs' back line is. They're probably gonna have Archie Gray.
They don't even know
central midfielders. So United.
Yeah.
If United doesn't win, Maresh. I mean, it's United wins. If you can't beat, they got.
If we cannot beat this team,
Actually, let me not say that because these are professional footballers and something can happen. But
I mean,
that being said, if you don't win this game,
they just got.
No,
pounded.
Maresh. The more I
no.
think of it, surely there should be a punishment for Maresh himself if it doesn't win. No, I'm kidding. But that's what's at stake. They've got a 17-year-old attacking midfielder. They've got a 17-year-old attacking midfielder playing as their center back.
I understand what's at stake here. Because on the opposite end of it, I got to go on Twitter and watch fucking expressions put us on a rotisserie spit with wordplay that Kendrick Lamar wish he could write.
It's very true. Rudy?
My only question before I say it is what lineup are we talking here? Like what's your ideal?
I think Xerxes been playing well, so Xerxes up top.
Okay.
Garnacho in the left
Area.
on the left. Ahmad up there. Then we're gonna have probably Delict. Euro because Lika Martinez is out. And then who would we have? We would maybe put Mazraoui back there. And then we're going to have Dorgu as a wing back. And unfortunately, Dalla.
A new guy?
Yeah, he played in the last game against Leicester.
There was one big omission there.
Oh, Bruno will be out there.
Okay, right.
Bruno will be out there. Would love to see Kobe out there.
Okay.
If you lose, you can't lose this game.
I mean, I sound like a broken record, but like I don't know how you predict especially these two teams.
Yeah,
I just do
Bro,
not
if
know.
you
I
lose.
put it on there.
But I would say, I think Tottenham, man.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham. I
don't need you
Maresh.
on my side. Oh, you're going to try to mush Tottenham? Good.
No, I'm not.
Maresh, if
I'm
you
no.
lose,
So
I
you're
think they're
taking
gonna hang
Tottenham.
3 on your head, bitch.
They already did.
if
At Old
results-
Trafford.
if you lose and other results go how other results go, there is a chance that you could be 16th.
I understand.
I'm going to take Tottenham to win the game and just pray that United falls to 16th for the show.
I can't.
Course,
I
course.
can't. I can't do anything in this. I'm gonna watch this.
I was gonna say, I don't even know who you can vote
I want to
for.
watch this game with my beanie on. I've won. At the end of the day, I've won in this game already.
I agree. All right, you got voicemails, Maresh?
Yes, we have
Headphones on.
few, headphones on, please. I'll start the first one off with the text that we got, which
Okay.
was an interesting
Matthew Cahill. Oh, oops.
an interesting way to come through. Rick Jargo 60 here, longtime Arsenal fan, part-time trophy winner. I want to know why the boys aren't in an FPL league. Loser has to do something stupid. We are in an FPL league.
We are. Yeah, I got to start announcing the updates again. That's on me.
We are in an FPL
We gave
league.
out. Yeah, we gave out the. You guys are in it. We gave out the code beginning of the.
It's a league with like over 100 people.
Yeah, beginning of the season.
So that does exist. Second,
Wait, hold on. Can someone? How does the rules work? Because you've got your cumulative season points already. If someone joins in, can their points that they've earned the entire season carry over into our league?
Exactly.
Okay, so do that. We can tweet out the code again.
I think
or
it's
something?
been somewhere, but I'll bring that back. Secondly, question for Za and maybe Smokes.
All right.
What happens when Liverpool bottle this title and City come from behind and swoop it? Sorry, Chief. Forest run is over. Give me your thoughts. Fuck Spurs.
I mean, he had me in the first half. I'm not going to lie. But City coming back and winning the title is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I still believe they will.
No, you. Bro.
I still believe they will.
That's like when you. It's like. I
such a
can't make that
hedge.
joke. God damn it.
It's such a hedge. It's such a hedge, and I love it from Zaw, honestly.
No, I still believe they will. PTSD, they're champions. You got to respect what City's done 4 in a row. I've got to respect that until I see someone else lift that thing.
That makes me feel better seeing that because the only silver lining I can take away from this
Is that your
season
everyone's daddy?
is that everyone is so fearful that even when we are on the side of the road bleeding out, everyone's like, "Hey, man, keep the cuffs on them."
I don't think it's everyone. It's just me.
That guy did.
He just said it.
That guy said it too. Like at first, I thought,
And
it
that
was
was
just you.
today after they lost to Real Madrid.
So that makes me feel better. If I can go home knowing that at least at night you guys are still scared until the fight is.
Nah, I mean,
Hey, Rudy, I'm not scared.
I'm more so. I mean, with the City thing, now it's more of a troll. I respect what they've done and all, but they're done out here.
All right. Moving on to the first voicemail from today.
I just want to say I don't think Aston Villa's getting enough credit for how much they're going to run the table in Champions League and in Prem. Everybody else better be scared. Arsenal's too battered to even do anything. We got picks that usually you would see Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, all of them get. But we got them. So we're running the league. That's all I got.
Did he just call in and say Villa's going to run the table and win the league?
Respectively, does this guy live in cuckoo land? Because last time I checked, Villa was 8th. And where are they in the Champions League?
They got a bye. They got the last.
Oh, they're
bye.
with the. Okay,
They got the last.
They can make noise in Champions
gotta
League.
respect
I don't
the
hate
fans.
that
I gotta
because
respect
I've started to learn that the Premier League and the Champions League is two different styles of football.
MR
In the Prem, they are dead out here.
MR9 Champions League lights flashing on. Mr. Rashford. Come on. Yeah, that's what he does. That is what he does. Goals app in Paris on a dark Tuesday night. That's what he does. That's what he does.
MR9.
I cannot wait for Rashford to have one of his purple patches that he usually has. You know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's coming for Villa.
Anthony's getting one against fucking
You know what's coming
churros
for Villa.
salesman.
The talk is going to be Rashford's back, world class. He's back to being world class, all that. United butchered this. He goes back to United. Then he resets back to default, going back to the bum that he is. I love how this Marcus
How dare
Rashford
you.
story
He's
is going to
no
play out. I
bum.
close my eyes and I see it so clearly.
All right, Marash, what's next?
All right, hold on, I'm tangled.
But there's just no chance Villa's going to win the league.
No shot.
0.
No way. No.
Champions League, you never know.
Dude, they beat Tottenham in the FA Cup, and then their last Prem game was against Wolves, and they got blanked 2-0.
Yeah, you can't have that. And then say you're going to win the league.
You ready?
Yep.
Barash, what a weird intro, bro. That made me uncomfortable. But
I don't know what he's talking about.
I really think Jack Grealish is a proper football player still, and I hate the disrespect he gets. I don't think he was ever meant
Is
to
this
be on
Rudy?
a team where he's not the best player, which definitely is a character flaw, but this dude goes to like West Ham or something, or back to my boys in Villa. He's fucking dominate. I hate the disrespect that he gets. So I guess mainly for Rudy, what does he think of my boy Grealish? Is his career dead, or does he still have life? There's really only one right answer, but I guess we'll see what he says. This
guy
dude is
rocks.
just fucking class. Great first touch. He draws fouls. He works hard. He's got a good defensive work rate. I just want my boy to go back to Villa. Cheers, lads.
Rudy, I feel like you left that voice message with like a voice changer.
My dick on hard. Right
You,
I mean, that's-
if you take away his calves, you don't care for him.
Okay, well then why don't we take away Cristiano Messi's left foot?
There you go. Thank
No,
you.
but I'm just. But his calves aren't the reason he's good. They're the only reason you like him.
That's not true. It's just a bonus. He looks cool. He looks cool.
It's like when you have a hot girlfriend with a fat ass. The
Yeah.
fat ass was a bonus.
Grealish, I mean, it's the production hasn't been there, but this young man is correct. He is a class footballer. He shows his impact on the game in ways that people don't seem to understand.
Stats don't lie, brother.
Okay, dude, you want to talk about that clip ball against Real Madrid? Perfectly over Ferland Mendy's head, right under Guardiola's hairy chest. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? He has those moments where he can be great, and yeah, there's been times where he hasn't been as good. He's been a slave to the $100 million, whatever. Got the money. He was great. I think he's not done. The injury thing has been really a bummer. I hope he can get healthy. But yeah, no, I still think Grealish is. I mean, Pep started him against Real Madrid because it's like those are the big boy guys. We got to put the big boy guys that are, these young guys are good or whatever, but you trust the big boys, and he's been good. And I think he does get disrespected.
Rightly so.
Yeah,
The guy.
This is the one thing that Zahn and I agree on.
The guy's been done out here. Here's where Grealish died. The city treble celebrations. That's where he died as a football player. Went too hard. Was never able to recover since that day. He's been a bum since that day.
He did go hard.
He's never been back. He's come back overweight. Pep lost Pep's trust completely, and then that I think set him back. Once. Because of the celebrations, because of what he did, I'm guessing. I'm just assuming that's where the rift with Pep came. Once he lost his trust, once he lost Pep's trust, he couldn't get back into the team. Him not being able to get back into the team, someone that thrives on the match fitness and the rhythm aspect of the game, done out here.
He is Jadon Sancho or Calvin Phillips with white boy England PR.
Boom. Because let me tell you something. If there's someone that does not get
We all know
heat
that.
if there's someone that does not get heat for his transfer thing, Jack Grealish.
If his skin color was different, the media would have a field day with him.
Maresh,
Look at Rudy's face.
Maresh, we're talking Paul Pogba. Tell him about Paul Pogba. I'm talking Nicolas Pepe, who was 30 million pounds cheaper than Jack Grealish. 30 million pounds cheaper than Jack Grealish.
The media would kill him.
Rudy has nothing to say.
No, he won a treble. I do agree with the Pogba. I do agree with that.
Pepe?
Pepe,
Rudy.
Pepe was kind of shit.
Rudy. Pepe got cooked.
he did.
Pepe got fried. Not as much as Pogba. Pogba was the worst.
Yeah, I agree. Grealish, like the thing I take issue with is that you're saying that he doesn't get cooked. It's all people talk about.
I don't think
His
anyone talks
antics.
What do you mean?
Fan cams.
He
the,
doesn't-
the actual media does not rip into
He
it.
gets booed every single game since he started at City. When he's
By-
on the ball.
by City fans.
No, by the other team.
He
Every
doesn't-
time he gets the ball, he gets booed.
He doesn't get cooked at the level that he deserves to be cooked, comparing to comparing to the other cookings that happened to his peers.
You got to remember, Za's the chef.
I mean, those guys. I get what you're saying. Like, I don't have a
that's
measurement
not your
system.
fault. Yeah,
I don't have a measurement.
I hate meter.
the cooking level. Like, I can't gauge the
Cooking
temperature of the
temperature.
cooking.
Yeah, wait. Can we get Chef Donnie in here?
But you guys saying that he doesn't. It's all people talk about. It's all people have ever talked about. And during that treble season, he was huge for us. He may not have gotten a ton of goals, but he was so useful.
I guess.
I think I agree with one thing this guy said. He has to be the best player on the team he's on. He can't be in a system where he's not the best player.
We've seen that.
That's what
once
happened at Villa. He was
We saw
unbelievable
that
at
once
Villa.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different system. He was the talisman, which is such a cool word. He was that guy.
Yeah,
and
I wanna
so
be
the
the
role is
talisman.
different. He's going to get, the lion's share of the ball. He has to lead the attack on this game. And in City, he plays a little bit of a different role. I think offensively, there hasn't been as much production. But what he does outside of that is still really valuable. So
Because Villa, he was through the middle. He's out wide.
You got another one, Maresh?
Yep.
What are we looking at time?
Yo, these are great. Shout out to the mandem. These voicemails are awesome.
By the way, Za was so petrified for this voicemail segment that he said, "I'm on a one-strike policy." I hope you saved one.
And here's the thing. Nicky Smokes gives zero context. Why did I say that?
I don't know. You didn't want to get
Because
the piss taken out of you?
because Miresh sent in the group chat that all the messages are Za hate.
I said all the old ones were Za haters
and Smokes hate.
and Smokes haters.
I understand my hate. I embrace it. Go ahead, Marash.
Nah, I mean they can hate all they
Hey,
want.
fellas.
I just ain't gonna listen.
Brendan here. Just wanted you guys to address who you believe will be coming up from the championship to be in the Premier League for next season. I'm a Leeds supporter. They're flying right now.
Makes sense.
Their goal difference is better than Burnley and Sheffield United, and have scored more goals than anybody in the league and around Europe. So I figured you guys might be on Leeds to come up, but who's coming up with them? Burnley don't score, but they also don't concede. Sheffield United are pretty good, and Sunderland, there's a lot of popular picks there. So let me know who your three promoted teams are. I'm going Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland. Sunderland via the playoffs.
Great question. Great question. I mean, I absolutely know nothing about the championship, so you're kind of speaking Chinese to me, but I did see Burnley play in the FA Cup. They look pretty solid. They got a great defense, like you mentioned, and if Leeds is the best team, I guess I'll put them up there. So those are my two. And since you mentioned Sunderland and I don't watch it, I'll put them as my third.
It's kind of tough.
I'll put
asking
that as
people
my
that I'm
third.
following week in, week out. But I know Job is on Sunderland, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
Job.
Oh, shout out, what's his name? Is it Jack Sargent?
Yes.
Plays for U.S.
Josh,
national
the American
team.
guy?
Josh.
Josh Sargent.
Redhead.
He plays for Leeds. He's
No,
been
he
nasty.
plays for Norwich City.
I always get them mixed up. Colors are the same, right?
Yeah, no, I do that.
Okay.
too.
All
No.
right.
But I will say this. First of all, respect to the championship. I got too many issues. I got too many issues to deal with right now. So I haven't been able to look into that.
Maresh should know. He just has to be looking
Yeah.
into championship.
Yeah, you're
fighting
you're-
relegation for a little bit.
You're closest to it. But I will say, I hope Leeds get up. I always liked Leeds. Shout out Brendan Aronson.
That's what I was gonna say. He plays for Leeds.
Leeds-
American.
Yeah, American. So it's like, Sargent's on Norwich, and then Brendan Aaronson's on Leeds. And then
The
McKennie.
Medford Messi.
Yeah. Ben, I kind of hope Sheffield get in because I just love that they're the swords. I just think that's cool as shit.
The Blades.
The Blades, excuse me. That shows my championship knowledge. Shout out Kyle Walker. Swords
Listen,
legend.
take me back to my childhood, right? Give me Leeds. Give me Blackburn back in the Premier League.
I'd love Blackburn.
The days of Morton Gamps Pedersen and them man David Dunn. Give me West Brom, Sunderland for all time's sake.
You know
Give
who I
me
miss?
some European history. Give me QPR back.
I miss Stoke.
Yeah,
I miss Stoke City.
Where are they at? I don't even see them
I
on
don't.
this.
I don't.
What do you
I
mean?
don't.
We have Stoke City at home. They
I
just
don't.
wear a cannon on their badge now.
I don't.
Aren't they the Potters?
He's trying to.
Potters.
No, he's trying to take the piss out of Arsenal. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Who
saying
do
like-
I think Leeds?
Jirdan
Leeds.
Securi.
Yeah.
Big
There you
gaps.
go.
I think that Leeds will go up. I don't want them to, but I would appreciate being able to do the double against them next year.
Why? Why don't you want them going up?
Big rivalry between United and Leeds.
No, I didn't know that. Also, where Erling
Goes
Haaland
ba-
was born.
Leeds.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, Leeds will probably go up. I think Sheffield United can do it. They're like 5 points clear. Burnley and Scott Parker. Scott Parker, their manager,
Scott Parker's managing Burnley.
is a criminal. He had that Fulham team that had was pretty stacked and went down with them. I think he could bottle this.
That was Mitrovic, right?
Yeah.
Mitrovic's team.
So what? Three teams come up. I think that Burnley could bottle this. Sunderland go up.
Who was on that team? Mitrovic.
I just saw it somewhere.
Yeah, I mean Mitrovic.
Loftus-Cheek was on that.
Ruben
team.
Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? I think was on there too. The Chiefs guy. Ola.
Oh, yeah.
Ola Aina I think was on there.
He was.
The other Chelsea dude was on that team too. What's his name?
All right, here it is.
Tossin.
Alphonse Areola, keeper.
Yep.
Ola
Ola
Aina.
Aina, yep.
Is that Elliot Anderson?
Yep.
Tosin.
Tossin, yeah, Adebayo.
De Cordova Reed. who plays for Leicester.
Bobby.
Lamina. Anguissa.
Lamina.
Anthony Robinson. Loftus-Cheek. Mitrovic. And Ademola Lookman.
Yeah.
Dude, Mitrovic was an underrated killer.
Yeah, now he's just,
Unbelievable.
collecting the paycheck.
He scored.
Unbelievable.
I knew he was good, and he just would pop goals on a team that just wasn't going to go anywhere. But he would just, dude, he scored 43 goals in 46 games in
Championship record.
21-22.
Yeah.
Damn.
He was unreal. Mitro was.
Mitro's on fire.
He is.
You got another one, Maresh?
Yeah, last one.
All right, cool.
Yeah, shout out to the
Yo,
callers.
what's up, fellas? It's Will P here from Philly.
Shout out Will P. Big
Got
fan.
a quick question about changing teams. A couple years ago, Leeds United had Jesse March at the helm. They had Weston McKennie, they had Tyler Adams, and they had Brendan Aronson.
All Americans.
That's
Yeah.
4 total Americans. During that time, because of my U.S. men's national team fandom, I decided I was a fan of Leeds. Over the next season, they completely mistreated the Americans on their team. Marsh got sacked, McKinney went out on loan, Adams went out on loan, and they both eventually got sold. So, because of that, I'm no longer a fan of Leeds. Obviously, they got relegated. Obviously, I look like a coward. What's your take? Am I allowed to leave Leeds and get another squad? I still haven't. I decided I'm going to give it a few years, let the World Cup play out, and then decide in 2027. But am I a coward, or is that valid?
I
Yes.
feel like
Love to hear your opinion.
Za is more qualified to answer, but as a Patriot, if they're out here killing our own kind, I wouldn't support them either.
I mean, you do whatever you want, but yes, you are a coward.
Paramount.
Paramount.
Once you pick a side, you stay there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your only excuse is you can't see the team on TV, but guess what? Championships on Paramount, so you have zero excuses.
And they're going to
Wolves-
be in the Premier League next year.
Right.
That too.
The fact that they're top, yeah. I do agree with you, though. I remember when they had Marsh and they had all the Americans on there. I was so stoked. I was like, and they had a run where they were hot. I remember that. And they were firing, and they were so exciting.
They had Rafinha.
They
They
did.
did have Rafinha. They did
that
have
other
Rafinha.
Rodrigo.
Yeah, Rodrigo and Rafinha. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it ended so quick.
They had. Didn't they have. Who was their manager? Was it Benitez?
No, it was the
It was Jesse Marsh.
Claudio Ranieri?
Yeah, it wasn't the Leicester.
No.
There was a Leicester guy. Wasn't
Brendan
it?
Rodgers.
It may have been Ranieri.
No.
I can't remember. And I'm pretty sure it was the Leicester dude.
It was a pretty
No, it
big
was the dude.
appointment.
It was the dude that smokes cigarettes and squats.
Oh,
Napoli?
fuck.
That's a clip.
Fuck. Marcelo Bielsa.
Yes, that's who it was.
Damn it.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah,
Damn
Bielsa.
it.
That's
ripping cigs.
Tell me you had that.
yeah. It was on camera.
Okay, good, because that's gonna be my new meme going forward. I feel like once you pick a club, though, it's like a tattoo. Even if you get it lasered removed, it's on you for life.
Yeah,
Where is Bielsa?
I think he's not coaching.
I don't know where he is. He's probably, but I guarantee you he's ripping a cigarette right now.
Where's Marsh? Is in Germany, right?
I don't know where he is.
I don't know if he got a new job.
Yeah.
got
I don't know, man. I'm a little bit more forgiving on that because it's like, who gives a fuck? But
I wouldn't, yeah, bro.
I think because Leeds are gonna go up,
You have to rock.
you gotta
with them.
rock.
I would
Yeah.
say also if you own merchandise,
Yeah,
Can't
it's
stay.
fair.
If
Or
you
went to
took-
the stadium ground.
If you took money out of your pocket to support them, you have to stay.
Or if there's photo evidence.
Photo
And
evidence.
who knows? They might bring more Americans in.
Well, unfortunately, now that there is voice evidence,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Now we got you in 4K. You guys ready for some trivia?
Harsh as the cat.
yeah.
All right. I don't know if you guys read my text in the group chat, so I'm going to ask this one anyway. Which Premier League club built a statue of Michael Jackson outside their stadium?
This is the text I replied to
did
and said
that?
I'm off the clock.
Yes.
I have no idea.
I can
I mean,
I could go look
I'm not
it
going
up.
to answer.
Where did he
because I
perform?
remember
I
did.
already forgot.
Okay, so it's probably a stadium he performed at.
I don't know.
I can't believe I already forgot.
The River
This
of-
was like 2 days ago. You texted this.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it was yesterday.
This David.
I did say I was
Wait,
off
what,
the
what,
clock.
what town? What town is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
What
but
town?
I'm not giving you
What
any
city?
hints. Well, do you get hints at trivia?
No.
Hold
All
on,
right,
hold
so
on,
I'm
hold
not-
on, hold on, hold
yeah.
on, hold on. It was.
You asking Jeff D. Lowe, can you give me a hint?
It was-
Saying a dozen.
Ooh, West Brom?
Nope. It was Fulham. So Fulham's owner, Michael Jackson, died, and he was a big Michael Jackson fan. So instead of giving the
Sadiq
fans,
Khan?
I think that's his. No, Al Fayed.
Oh, Faid before.
Al Fayed, big Michael Jackson fan. He died, and instead of giving the fans like a commemorative,
There you go.
like scarf or T-shirt, he's like, here's a statue of Michael Jackson. So 2 years after that, he sells the club. They remove the statue. They get relegated. He comes out and goes, they got relegated because they removed my statue. And now it's in the football museum.
Honestly, like I'm pretty superstitious. Like if there's a statue, I don't think you could like.
Yeah.
That's what, once you build it, you built it.
Yeah.
It's like picking a team.
Yeah.
Grind in bronze.
I feel like this next one's a layup. Tottenham built 61,000 seats just to have 1,000 more than which club?
Arsenal.
Yep.
Arsenal.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't. Was that the reason?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, they're petty for no reason. We're about to go to 80, so.
All right. Who was the first club to win a league championship and be relegated the following year?
Leicester's no. In modern history, Leicester wasn't ready.
This happened before the Premier League was.
How does that happen? That can't happen. If you win the Oh, yeah, it can happen. What am I saying?
Wasn't it Blackburn?
I'm gonna say. I'm
Huh?
gonna say.
You said before the Premier League was formed?
Correct.
Oh, it might be United.
Or
Because I remember, 70s we got relegated?
The way
Newcastle.
Nicky- no, we haven't been relegated.
I'm gonna let you guys come up with
I have no
one answer.
idea. I want to
I
say
have no
Newcastle. I have no idea.
Maresh?
Final guess is United.
No, Manchester City. First team.
Really?
Yep. All right,
Yikes.
next one. First team to score and give up 100 goals.
Score and give up?
And
Yep.
They
give up,
finished
so that's-
even on goal differential?
Correct. Well, I don't know if they finished even, but they scored at least 100 and gave up 100.
So-
It
so
could
one of
be
the older
100
teams.
even.
One of the older teams.
Leaky buckets.
Are these but, okay? Can I just
That's like the Jameis 30 for 30.
Can I say are these is the answer of a team that's in the Premier League now?
Yes.
Okay.
Manchester
Giving up 100? Is it Premier League or
both,
First Division?
Both
as well?
ends. It has to be.
I'm gonna say Man
Wait,
City,
is it
so I
Premier
don't
League
look
or
like an idiot
Premier
again.
League? Yeah, that's actually
I think it was before the Premier League.
okay. So that
I'm gonna say Man City, so I don't look like a fool again.
Everton. I guess Everton, Arsenal. I'm gonna guess.
I'm going to have Maresh as the captain and give final
Arsenal.
answer.
Liverpool.
Final answer?
Sure.
Manchester City.
I knew it.
That
That was a defensive answer, so I didn't look like a fool again.
All right. Which former Premier League owner came out and said the United Nations is not my father?
Oh,
Roman Abramovich.
No.
No?
Good guess, though.
Sean Deitch.
He's
No.
the owner, you dink.
Owner.
Dan
Sorry.
Kroenke.
No. This guy, I'll give you a hint, was fighting cases in Thailand.
Oh, the Leicester owner.
No. Nottingham's owner.
No.
No?
City's old owner, Shin Watra.
Oh, Shinawatra.
Yep. And then he's the one who sold the club to
Tuxin.
your new owner.
Well,
Tuxin
and you know what?
Shinawatra, right?
And then he sold it to the owner of the UN.
Tuxin Shinawatra.
Oh.
All right, last one I got. Which team is known for Lasagna Gate?
Oh, you texted us about this and I didn't read it either. I saw lasagna and I was like, I'm out. This motherfucker's talking pasta.
every single one is City. He's obsessed with us.
I'm gonna go City. So it's all been City.
All right, that's your answer?
Yeah.
The fact you didn't jump out of your chair when I said this
Pizza?
is crazy to me.
Is it all?
Tottenham Hotspur.
don't know.
They were fighting for a Champions League spot, and Arsenal ended up jumping them. So they were both playing two scrub teams, and the night before in the Tottenham team dinner, they ate bad lasagna. All their players got sick. They ended up losing to some scrubs. Arsenal won and made it into the Champions League.
Guys,
spot.
06?
Guys, we might need to go to his apartment, get rid of the books. He's becoming too powerful.
What is this? 06?
I think it was 2011.
He knows more about City than me.
Yeah,
He's becoming too powerful.
I know.
That's
It's
crazy.
beautiful. All right, that's going to wrap up this episode of Pitch Pick. Shout out to everyone who listened. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, share the pod with some friends.
Do we have to do a bet?
No.
Okay.
And we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.